hello. I'm not really sure how this goes, but I wanted to thank you all for being here, and I can't tell you how relieved I am that after almost 40 years, we are finally there today with a sentence of 32 years. I'm very sorry that it wasn't the full life in prison, but I'm grateful for all the work that's been done to get us where we are here today and to remember my dad. He didn't deserve the end that he had. My family didn't deserve to go through everything that they did. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them, or we can do that at another time.
What's your reaction when you found out they had somebody?
Oh my gosh. When Sheriff Weekly showed up at my door, it was like the last thing I was expecting. We were cleaning the house and doing that, and he came in and told me that Sheriff Spurlock had flown to California to make the arrest of Michael Jefferson. My heart was in my stomach. I truly could not believe it. I never gave up hope that we would one day get here. And I knew that the team that was behind this, that they would not let it drop. So very, very grateful to everybody at Douglas County and all their efforts.
What do you think your mom would think of this?
My husband and I were talking about that on the way over. This entire proceeding would have been incredibly difficult on her. I don't think she would have probably come through it well, but if she did, she would have had plenty to say today. She would have said it perfectly. She would have been very strong, hugely disappointed that he did not get life in prison, but very grateful that he at least got 32 years.
Tamara, the judge mentioned a perceived lack of accountability or remorse from Jefferson.
Yes.
What was your reaction to his statement, and were you hoping for an apology?
I was hoping for acknowledgement, some kind of remorse, but I have been sitting behind him for almost 4 years, and his expression is exactly what it was all the entire time today. He just seems emotionless. He doesn't take any accountability. He doesn't seem like he cares. He could have really done a lot for me, and I think a lot for himself, if he would have just talked a little bit about why he did what he did and offered an apology at least, or a recognition. Anything at all would have been helpful. I have no respect for the person at all. Anybody else? Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here.
And now it's the DA for the 23rd Judicial District, Mr. George Brockler.
This is Corey Kaler, right over my shoulder here. Corey has been here on this case for a long time, but it's been going on long enough that we had multiple prosecutors, but Corey's the one that brought it all home for us here at the end. We also have former Senior Chief Deputy Chris Wilcox. He gets a lot of this credit too. After I won the election, I was brought in to be brought up to speed on a bunch of different cases that were pending. And I got to tell you, to start off day 3 of this job with a case that means this much to this community, to law enforcement, historically, and of course to the victims was something. This represented the very first sentencing for a murder case in the history of this young jurisdiction, and I greatly appreciate Judge Klingensmith for getting this one the way that she did. She saw it for what it was. It wasn't just a horrible act of selfishness and evil, but she also saw what she discussed as that lack of accountability. And what comes with that is a lack of remorse. And I'll be honest, man, this guy deserved to die in prison. He deserved life in prison. He deserved to not be free and be happy and live a prosperous life for the decades that he did. Heck, my guess is, and you may hear this from the sheriff, this guy might have even been eligible for the death penalty back in the day. And I bet you he'd have gotten it. But he beat all those things. So I'm proud to represent this district, and I'm proud to represent this community. The message I hope the community gets here is twofold. One, these men and women will not stop. They will not stop in the pursuit of accountability and justice for wrongdoers. honored to be your partner. The other thing I want them to know is we will seek maximum accountability for the maximum evil that is perpetrated here. This just isn't us. This just isn't our community. We're better than this. And so when it happens and it goes unanswered, it leaves us with a hole. And today we filled a little bit of that hole. You were so brave and so courageous, and to have to endure this for that many decades, I can't envision wondering day in and day out, will the person that murdered Dad ever be brought to justice? And I know this isn't a perfect justice for you, ma'am, but I hope it's a something. I mean, to speak the last formal words of your father's life the way you did, it took guts. And you should be proud. You should be proud of her too, man. Yeah. Corey, I don't know if you want to say some words, but you earned it. Come on up here. Let's do this. Corey Kaler, C-A-L-E-R-M-O-U-S-E.
Ooh, I'm not good at this. But having been on this case for years, watching what you have gone through, the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, in particular, the difficulties of the continuances and the effects of other people on this case and our outcome, I echo George's sentiments. You have been so strong. I am proud to be part of the team that brought this case to justice. The amount of work and investigation from law enforcement and our partners, jumping when we had difficulties to overcome, figuring out solutions in terms of retesting the DNA in this case, and ensuring that we could get here today. I'm so grateful to everybody who worked as part of this team, to the detectives, to DCSO, to my office, but mostly to you. Thank you for standing up with us in court and making sure Roger Dean got justice today. Thank you.
Now, Douglas County Sheriff Darren Weekly.
Thank you all for being here today. I am very grateful as the sheriff of Douglas County that the judge imposed the maximum sentence allowed under the law. I'm disappointed because the detectives and our genealogists behind us, we were prepared to go to trial in this case. They have done an outstanding job. And mark my words, our cold case unit is not done. So those of you who have family that have been murdered in Douglas County, we have not forgotten your case. We have some justice in this case because of the great work of the men and women behind me. They never gave up, and it was a difficult case to solve. And I'm very grateful for all of their hard work. And I'm also grateful, again, that the judge imposed the maximum sentence allowed under law. As D.A. Brockler mentioned, had Michael Jefferson been arrested back in 1985, he would have been eligible for the death penalty. So from that perspective, we're glad to get the 32 years. And we're glad to get some sense of justice for Tamara Harney and everyone affected by this murder. And we're also grateful for the work of the district attorney's office, who also believed in this case and moved forward with it. Thank you.
And now also Sheriff Michael Acree, who was one of the first sheriff that was involved with this case.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Acree. I was the 31st elected sheriff here in Douglas County. On that morning, I was a captain in charge of the investigation division, and I answered a call by dispatch of shots fired, a man on the ground. Another transmission was a female was in custody. That is not what I saw when I arrived. I saw a horrific, horrid crime scene. Roger Dean, the victim subsequently identified as Roger Dean, was laying at the end of his driveway in a gutter, bleeding to death. I tried to administer first aid immediately. Through my experience, I knew that was probably not going to work. Back then, it was Castlewood Fire that responded. And they felt they may have a pulse. I said, let's go. At the same time, my partner, who is no longer with us, went to the female. She was not in custody. She was tied up with duct tape. She had duct tape around her eyes. When that officer took that tape off, the scream I heard, I will never, ever forget. Through this time frame, there's been 5 sheriffs that have worked this case. Sheriff Sotos, myself, Sheriff Weaver, who couldn't be here today, Sheriff Spurlock, and Sheriff Darren Weekly. The reason I say that, we never give up. Never. I have subsequently retired, but there's often times I drive through that area, and it still bothered me. Then I get a phone call from the 2 sheriffs, Spurlock and Weekly. Hey, we got it. We got it solved. That was the best news. You could tell me I won the lottery. I don't care. We solved that murder. And not too long ago, I was in a hearing, and it was asked, how do you remember? It's 39 years ago. Those things you do not forget. You don't forget what you saw, what you heard, what you smelled. I'm glad that there is closure, but I also look at the crime scene. When I cleared the house looking for victims and suspects, there was none in there, but there was a black bag, there was duct tape, there was rope, and I found shell casings, bullet, and blood. That is not a burglary that went wrong. So I agree with Sharon Weekly. Had we solved it back then, it'd have been a death penalty case. I want to commend the sheriff's staff. It has grown, and so has the technology, and that's what got this. And anybody have any questions, I'd try to answer them. When I was the lottery commissioner, everybody asked me what the winning numbers were. And I said, for $5, I'll give them to you. There was last week's. So, thank you.
And now former Douglas County Sheriff Tony Spurlock, who was there for the arrest of Michael Jefferson in California.
Thank you. My name is Tony Spurlock. I am was the 33rd sheriff, retired from Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and you cannot have this on the air enough. This is Roger Dean. This is Roger Dean, who was murdered. You saw Tamara that was up here. You don't want to forget her face. We didn't get to see DJ. DJ didn't live long enough to see the justice. I believe, after talking to DJ many, many times, I believe she's listening right now. And I believe that she's happy, and I think that she's in heaven and enjoying this justice. I think she knows that now there will be some peace in Tamara's life, that the guy who claims he didn't do anything, and as the sheriff said, brought a bag with a gun and tape to a burglary, and he didn't mean to do anything wrong, and he pleads guilty to a conspiracy to commit murder because the unfortunate circumstances of an individual who did something inappropriate. He went there, he killed Roger Dean, and he destroyed the Dean family. I had the pleasure of being involved in that investigation from the very first day. Like Sheriff Acree, I also responded to it. And then also had the pleasure of going with many of the detectives that you saw here and others that are in the background to LA to arrest the defendant, Mr. Jefferson, who was about ready to leave the country. So I applaud the work of the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, the DA's office of the 18th and now the 23rd for their due diligence in getting it done. And I'm thankful and proud of the fact that I got to work with many of those folks to make this happen. But the most important thing is here is that Roger Dean's killer has been sentenced today to 32 years. I hope he is smiling as well with his wife beside him in heaven, and they know that their daughter will have some peace now here, because I hope that he spends all 32 of those years in the Department of Corrections. Thank you.
So we want to thank everybody for coming. Does anyone have any other questions we haven't answered here? Colette, anybody?
DA Brockler had mentioned that there was a possibility he may only serve 8 years. Can you confirm with the sentence the judge handed down? Is there a minimum?
Well, let me let DA Brockler answer that for you. Yes.
Yeah, listen, a 32-year sentence is discounted by 50% on a non-crime of violence. And while murder is a crime of violence, conspiracy to commit what we call an inchoate crime is treated differently. So the minute he walks out of that courtroom, the Department of Corrections calculates him down 50%, but wait, there's more. He gets time off. He gets credit for the time that he served. I think it was like 1,300 and change, so we're talking about 4 years. So on a 32-year sentence that's cut in half that he gets 4 years credit for, he's hovering around 28-ish years with good time and earned time. And remember, I do not like at all our Department of Corrections sentencing structure at all. He'll get good time and earned time. That good time you get simply for drawing breath. You don't have to be good. You could just potentially lose it if you're bad. And I want to put this out there. If you're in prison, and I think this is earned time, and you rape your cellmate, they cannot take more than 45 days from you. If you try to kill that cellmate, they can't take more than 60 days from you. And if you murder outright your cellmate, they cannot take more than 90 days from you. This is a broken system. On average, people achieve parole eligibility on a non-crime of violence somewhere in that 35% range. Now, what Mr. Fay was saying in there, the defense attorney, was, yes, but that doesn't guarantee he'll be paroled. That's true. That's true. He may not be paroled. But he's got a lot of things going in his favor, including the fact that he's older. People that are north of 65 don't tend to fare well in the Department of Corrections. Having said that, it is very possible that he could be paroled in as little as 8 years. That's my calculation right in my head. And I'm a publicly school educated guy, so give that whatever weight you want to. That's where I got that number. Could he serve more? Yes, but it could be as little as 8 years.
DA Brockler, how would you explain the impact of Missy Woods on this case?
How I didn't hear the question.
How would you explain the impact of Missy Woods on this case?
Never heard of her. No, I'm kidding. It is epic. The impact was decisive for us. You know, the sheriff talked about, hey, we're ready to go to trial. We were too. You know, my discussions with Corey and with Chris Wilcox were, we're going to trial, we're going to convict this guy, and we're going to send him to prison for eternity. And then this story about all of this mishandling of the DNA evidence came to light. There was a statewide review of countless cases that were impacted by this, and it turns out this was one too. So I mentioned that in the courtroom, that the DNA that brought this guy into the courtroom, the handling of it became in some ways that extra mercy that he didn't deserve. Could we have gone despite that? Yes, we could have gone. But there was a risk we determined to be unacceptable, that her role in this, and it's not because of her analysis, it's because of her handling. She is that chain of custody witness that could cheapen and call into question that outside lab that you heard about, could call into question their evidence. And that it was simply an unacceptable risk for the office before I got here to take. The idea that this guy could engage in this, go to trial, and walk out of the courtroom, just could not ever take that risk. So her impact on other cases, I don't know. This one, it was decisive. Anything else?
Is this the time to ask whether you will be lobbying for any changes in sentencing procedures?
Oh, yeah, listen. I don't know if anyone has seen the makeup of the Colorado legislature. but they are not in favor of increasing accountability for criminal conduct. In the past, they would explain it away as philosophically. They are the most offender-friendly legislature every year for the last 15 years I've seen in my 30-year career. But you add to that the fact that we are in fiscal dire straits because of the same people under the Gold Dome, and now they get the excuse of, we just simply can't afford it. We just simply can't afford to increase mandatory prison. We can't simply afford to make something that wasn't mandatory prison, mandatory prison. We can't afford to make crimes against police more harshly punished. We just can't afford to do it. So yeah, I'll be at the courtroom, or I'll be at the Capitol testifying and lobbying for these things. I have zero optimism that they will turn into anything. Not under this leadership, and I use that with a lowercase l and air quotes, and not in this fiscal environment. Anything else? Any other elected officials you want me to malign here on camera? Thank you.